All done. Now let's recharge those batteries, otherwise you'll feel bad. She's a robot. She feels nothing for anyone or anything. Later. Life hack: wear a trainer shirt at the gym and inappropriately touch anyone you want. Ferb, I know what we are going to do today. The great debate. Y'all don't use your dog. Would you still eat it? My name was Chloe. I wanted to live. Your personal choice killed me. Don't buy it. Then you died for no reason. If I don't cook you, Chloe. They can tell. Dentists after Valentine's Day. I see you got yourself a boyfriend this year. Dentists can tell when you've sucked dick. I think it's because of bruises on the back of your mouth you get from sucking dick. Your salary was now $1 million, but you had to do your job naked. Would you do it? Why or why not? No. I'm a high school teacher. Edit. Yo. Stop coming up with ways around this. I don't want to be naked around my students. College here. For $1 million a year, I'll use my erect penis to point out items of interest on the board. What does this say? The image shows text that appears to be a captcha designed to distinguish human users from bots. The text is distorted to make it challenging for automated systems to read. However, to a human, it should read E3TJ6JDP. Will you be mean to Levy? From your grandpa. I'm Jewish. Hope you get well soon. Need another look at my from the Super Bowl? Not my proudest wank. Duo's getting very horny lately. Groom finds sister dead on his wedding day. This is so sad, mate, but the tears just looped it up. I couldn't help myself. What are the craziest declassified CIA documents? One CIA operative who drew up a plan to have packets of extra large condoms labeled small dropped on USSR. The idea was to lower their morale. The real LPT is to use the box of extra large and fill it with the proper smaller size. So when the Shrek's partner sees the extra large label on the box, they will think your small penis is really large. Whoops, I accidentally dropped my extra large condom for my Magnum darn. Here you go, kind sir. Looks like it still has a milky protective film. The acrylic should be more transparent. That's the semen. This might be the most perfectly shaped peach I have ever seen. This fruit is confusing my penis. Cobb watching me shout his name as I toss Fruit Loops into a hooker's butthole. Clever, marinating Fruit Loops with ass juice makes it more tastier. Former YouTube CEO Susan Wielecker's son found dead in dorm room. She found out he was using an ad blocker. This is how I go down the stairs. Where is your PP? I'm not sure if I'm traumatized by this or just unnerved by the fact this is what evolution has created. Our bodies are a collection of sacks of meat squished together into an even larger sack of meat, structured with calcium scaffolding, controlled entirely by squirting different chemicals into different receptors, and both consumes and excretes all three basic states of matter. But a girl cock is where it gets weird, eh? This is very sad. Porn star Cagney Lynn Carter gruesome suicide. Killed herself with shotgun in mouth. Her last load. What the duck? An awful lot to unpack here. UK. 37-year-old pedophile named Rehan Baig jailed for raping chickens to death while his wife filmed it. But who came first? False advertisement. These burritos don't even contain real baby meat. I guess if you can't get a good baby burrito, you gotta make it yourself. Come to my Mexican restaurant. Ask for the burrito Lisa Ditto Lago. You ever try to eat a baby? There's surprisingly little meat and they're expensive. They're a delicacy. It's not something you eat to fill up on like you would with common child meat. Pro tip, if your tenant dies you can still collect rent by filing a creditor's claim or suing their estate. In California the form is called a DE 172. Please look up the appropriate laws in your state. Death is not an excuse for unpaid rent. Thanks for the tip. Now their family will never escape the pain I have brought them. Stay strong, King. Destabilize minority homes during the pandemic. The school doesn't allow Halloween costumes, but they never even noticed. Where's Scooby? Eaten by the boy cosplaying as Shaggy. No, you can still carry me. I haven't gotten that much bigger. This wasn't what I wanted when googling Gardevoir riding trainer. Are they even trying? Sniper with 20 years in the service and 50 confirmed kills. Abortion clinic doctor with 10 years on the job. Pathetic. Not fair. Bro is spawn camping. The Texas butthole tickling bandit has finally been captured by police. Police said they found 37 vials with ass hair from different victims. Maybe he's gathering organic materials to knit a scarf. Family eye colors. Husband and I have brown eyes and somehow the kids came out with blue and hazelish eyes. Recessive genes. The milkman. Pollen is plants come. Damn, I really wanna duck this girl. Oops. Bro, leave it to me. Bro, come on my face, I'll go and bump into her. So bees are just walking buttcake? Why would you ever care if your son's dick looks pretty or not? That's pretty creepy, if you ask me. This is why I'm gonna circumcise my baby boy due in March. As a woman, I'm going to be the one expected to do all his diaper changes and do all the caring for the baby 24/7 while my deadbeat dad plays online games all day. If I have to do all that, I might as well make sure that my son has a pretty dick for me to look at. In 3 words, what is school? A shooting range. This is Luang Foye, a 109-year-old Thai Buddhist monk. The resemblance is there. Reminder not to support Pal World. It's not even subtle about its ripoffs. How much else has it stolen? When they do start modeling Pal World, I can't wait to have my own personal Gardevoir Shrek's dungeon. Fascist daughter or gay son. Both, so I can watch them battle it out. Is it just me, or were dad dicks way bigger in the late 80s early 90s? No man, your mouth was just smaller. Promise me that you won't go poo poo in the middle of Walmart. Don't worry, I promise you that I won't, okay? For those who don't understand the joke, his eyes turn evil like that because he's black. Repeat after me. Men are stupid. I agree. I mean, your father cold used a condom, but here you are. Have Sonic and Shadow explored each other's bodies? What are your why the heck do you know that? Facts. A guy's anus can stretch to the size of 2 raccoons. Oh my god, I didn't know you could hang them. Logan Paul in the Japanese forest be like. I love that takeout means food, dating, and murder. Take him out. If you're a praying mantis, it can be all 3 at once. Guys, I think my parents are doing the forbidden in the room next to me. Save me. Bust through the door and yell player 3 has joined the game. What slurs can I say if I have asthma? As many as you can. The clock is ticking. Amina Rependiva, 11-year-old girl who is diagnosed with 2 rare genetic conditions, albinism, in which she lacks the melanin pigment making her skin and hair extremely white, and heterochromia, in which her eyes are different in color. Seen see so much she's probably grown up now. Hopefully, there's a darker option. I wanna be rough with you. I wanna be roughed up. Bruise me like an Anna. Banana, not grandma. They bruise easily too, I guess. What's the worst topping you can put on a pizza? A child. They said worst. I think Fortnite should add a pregnant female skin. Every kill she gets, she slowly gives birth. When in water, blood comes out. At 10 kills she gives birth and the baby can be your pet. Thoughts? Fortnite should hire me, yo. That's funny. Drill a hole in my spine and piss in it. Can you imagine how nervous his wife gets when he's eating her out? I have 22 petabytes of storage. How much did it cost you? And what the do you have that's 15 petabytes? One picture of your mother. Babies have soft bones, but they can fracture. A SMR video idea. How important is Shreks to you in a relationship? Depends on the relationship. With my mom, very important. With my dad, not so important. Why do men not like to vent? What's so wrong with saying how you feel? Telling him it's okay to vent, so you can use his lows against him in the next argument. You guys fantasize about your ex. Shit, I always fantasize about the ones I didn't get. I guess my dick is just a dreamer. No restraining order on earth can stop me from thinking about yeah. Maybe squirrels and humans aren't that different after all. Thanks for the confirmation. I can now make love with my squirrel girlfriend. Sorry, but you have to pick one. Your pet dies 40%. 10 random children die 60%. As a person who doesn't own any pets, picking the 10 random kids to die was an easy choice. If you could do the dirty with just one fictional character, which one would you choose, and why? I'd use Tinkerbell like a fleshlight. Beetle cars with daisy rims. Runs over someone cutely. German Argentinian. Nobody asked what her grandfather was doing from 1936 to 1945. I caught my sister masturbating to dog porn. What do I do? Buy a dog. I was gonna say hide the dog. Different strokes for different folks. It's honestly sad seeing 13 and 14-year-olds smoking and vaping. Those kids miss child labor so much they vape to simulate working in a mine. Tags, grave mind break. Tags, infection, undead, zombification, necrophilia, rotten genitals, maggots, vor, wholesome. Mother ducker wholesome? If there are some holes, then it's wholesome. Every time someone starts telling that they wanna supplement their body with computer parts, I'm just like, okay great, but don't cry to me when your memories of loved ones or your ability to run are locked behind paywalls. You did it. You broke cyberpunk down to its bare essentials. Bet I got one. Freud, Stalin, and Hitler at one point all lived in Vienna. Imagine, if you will, all of them as roommates. F. Damn it Stalin. Stop eating my food. S. It's our food. I'll stop eating it when you stop ducking your mother. H. Will you two kindly shut the duck up? I'm trying to paint. I can't screw this up. This is my last chance to get into the academy. Found this on Facebook. I have 70 hours work week. You think 40 is bad? That's cute. Oh, you have a broken arm. Well, I have terminal cancer. Please tell me this is a manufacturing error. Snickers. The veins are gone. How am I going to feel it going in my ass? I too jizzed to my mom. She was the first pussy I ever touched, the first breast I ever sucked. I'm getting hard just thinking about it. Edit. Sure, judge me, downvote me. I'm merely a reflection of you, and you hate to see your reflection in its rawest iteration. You judge me because you fear yourself. Now go jerk off to your mother. What do you think about female pedophiles? Bad. They're still pedos. Unless they are my high school's hot science teacher that everyone, teachers and students alike, is down bad for, that wears tight tops and mini skirts, that you can sometimes see a couple little surprises peeking out the bottom. Green is both the symbol for healthy and unhealthy. Red is the color of love and anger, and blood trails in a children's hospital. Doggy style means I get a treat after, right? No, it's mean you're getting put down after. What are some bedroom tricks that actually work well? Pee before going to bed, and after Shreks, and during for the more courageous. People need to shut the duck up about me breastfeeding in public. What I'm doing is totally natural and strengthens the bond with me and my boyfriend. What is your opinion about breastfeeding? They cooked a pregnant chicken. Now you have something to put on kids' table. What was your reaction when you saw porn for the first time? Why my dick is much smaller than his. LMAO. Hers. Deleted. Circumcision for hygiene is like cutting off your ears to prevent earwax, or cutting off your eyelids to prevent eye boogers, or ripping off your nails to prevent dirty nails. I've done zero research or have any expertise, but I feel I can safely say it's just like cutting out your anus to prevent fesses. Zendaya stuns in new photos. So if she farts, does it just like fog up? Self-fulfillment needs, psychological needs, basic needs, food and water, head from a girl with black lipstick, goth mommy supremacy. The friends my mom told me to stay away from me, they look like they are all named Jamie. Why does Samuel L. Jackson always play black guys? Because Robert Downey Jr. never wants to. Point of view, you're vegan but have to cook your dog's meat. Eating your dog isn't vegan. I wish it was still legal to buy you, you're so pretty. PC is better than console. Okay, but is your PC better than a console? Yes, why the duck else would I say that? Can you type racial slurs 240 letters per minute on console? Man spent 12 years in coma, says he heard everything including his mother saying, "I hope you die." I hear that without being in a coma. Jeff Bezos can't become a trillionaire if he gets eaten by a whale. What if he gets eaten by a llama? I'm sorry, that's not my area of expertise. Over 350 children linked by DNA to mailman from the 1950s and 60s. The legends are true. Fixed it. What want to be for Halloween? Dead. Bologna. Queen is female and pawns can become queens, so they are also females, but they can turn in anything besides kings, so every piece besides the king is a female, meaning that chess is a harem battle. My brain exploded after this information. Cut 1 to make a top 3. God already did. Michael Jackson in disguise, so he could go on a date with Tatum O'Neal in the 1970s. Which one is Michael? I wanna go on a date. Do I just pick a girl and ask? Now you gotta awaken them first. Try and get a health bar in orange, and then use a status effect move, like I think chick flicks are great, or wow I saw some other girl wearing that same romper earlier, and you pull it off way better. Then throw an ultra ball and you should be good. Can you beat Fallout 4 while addicted to every chemical? My dad was able to beat my mother while being addicted to all chemicals, so I think this challenge should be easy. Call me when Subway stops smelling like a medical facility. I don't know what they're doing to generate that smell, but it's every store, and it's disgusting. Yeast plus sanitizer from cleaning. Just like my local pawn shop. Good times. How to make a man moan. I got a boyfriend, I really wanna make him moan. The problem is I don't like manly moan, and he seems to have a soft voice, but he keep it to himself. Any advice? Kick him in the balls. How do you top your sub? Blocked, 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 you're all blocked. None of you are free of sin. Do twins have the same size dick? Now we are asking the real questions. As a twin, I can say my dick is definitely bigger than my sister's. You should put it in. See if it matches perfectly or not. My girl, would you still love me if I was a worm? My honest reaction, yes. In the cozy urethra you go. I believe he mentioned once that if I was super small he'd keep me tucked in his foreskin for warmth. Girls, what do you most admire in boys? When they carefully explain something that interests them like football or video games and their faces light up a little. Every day I chop up people and export their meat to my meat shop. The business is profiting. So in light end up, I first find my victims who are homeless people at most, and then offer them food. By that I lure these people into a room without exit, and afterwards we finish our job by restraining them and dissecting their bodies. What about you? What are your hobbies? Merely based on skeletons. T-Rex has short arms and men have no dicks. Be thankful we don't have bones in our dicks. Bears do, and they break them every time they mate. Well, love one, but eat the other. Well, first of all, puppies are delicious. Secondly, I wouldn't say love my pig. Our relationship is purely Shrekshal. Thanks, now every time I duck a satanic goat skull I'll be thinking about vaginas. When I was 6 I thought lemonade was pee, so when I made a lemonade stand I just peed in a jug and sold it for 25 cents each cup and made $10. Are you still selling? Mom, can we have Shreks? No, we have Shreks at home. Shreks at home. Can we have what? Gummy worms have more bones in them than actual worms. They also don't live in the ground. Right, but both can come out of your ass. What do we think now that Rocksteady have confirmed that the Deadshot in Arkham City was a fake and was killed by the real Deadshot shortly after? I still think he pulled a reverse Michael Jackson. He molested old people. My license photo. The only thing the woman who took my photo said was, "You're okay with this?" Surprised you they let you select M instead of offender. Dude, your grandpa was looting Nazis like it's Minecraft. Why we haven't seen the powers of Firecracker yet? What people are saying. Some viewers are disappointed with the lack of display of the character's powers, while others have seen them in action, including her ability to launch milk and her possession of calcium cannons. Why do men start podcasts instead of going to therapy? The same reason females start an OnlyFans instead of getting a job, lol. Defense mode, attack mode, stealth mode, speed mode. Why is defense mode a totally different chick? Defense against cops. What movie would be insanely weird if it included a Shrek scene? Home Alone. We Are the Wet Bandits. In 1719, prisoners in Paris were offered freedom on the condition they would marry a prostitute and move to Louisiana. Schoolyard bullying in 1700s Louisiana. Your mother's a whore. So is yours. Damn it. Your dad's a criminal. Yours was too. Damn it. My favorite pastime is translating random popular Japanese tweets. It's like a gacha. I masturbated to Akane Kurokawa. Only one trilogy can stay, the rest gotta go. I was literally conceived in a Shrek 2 movie theater. I'm obligated to pick Shrek. I pull out the plastic dildo out of me just to see a bite taken out of it. Take a pregnancy test. First thing Macacado Avocado does after his weight loss journey is eat 5,000 calories of spicy noodles. Bros on NG+. Hello 911. If you understand this, you are legally cool. Abuse children. Based. Can I was removed from Madame Tussauds Wax Museum for antisemitism, but Hitler is still there? Nothing makes sense anymore. Because there's no prize for second place. Step out of your comfort zone, they say. Damn, bro is cooked. That's what happened when we go out of our comfort zone. We end up naked on the road. Why balls have a stitch line? That's where the elves sew your balls together when they make you in the people making factory. Damn girl, you a virgin. No. Wanna change that? What? Unducks you. Sews your cherry back. Pizza tip. Always flip a lucky. Looks awful. If you died, nothing in my life would change. Cursed Bitcoin title. This coin turned black after I accidentally swallowed it and shat it out. Real change comes from within. Carving the turkey. What's wrong, honey? You've barely touched your spurkey. What for words can you use to ruin a first date? I am a Filipino. For real, bro, hopefully they finna a cure for this disease. What my back needs. Steamroller. Just go to a Travis Scott concert. One has to go. Bacon. Eggs. Women's rights. Pancakes. I'm Jew, we don't eat pig. So bacon can go. I'm Muslim, we don't eat pig. So women's rights can go. Based. And they say German isn't a romance language. If someone tried to seduce me in German, I'd assume they were intending to rape me. This just reminded me that I'm not going to make money as an artist. Thank you. Maybe you can start World War III. Born. Live. Ethnicity. Brossa group project. Dogs or cats, and why? Dog tastes better. You get 0 bitches. No problem, I'm satisfied with your dad. A whole finance graduate. Whole? Really? Lol, 2 of my English teachers were pregnant. Only 2? The third one wasn't into students. Batman is how long? About 10 inches. Oh, you meant the movie. Kill it with fire. It's a ghost. It's already dead. Dig it up and duck it. Yes. What do you get if you cross a train with a dog? A choo-choo-hoo-ha. Really messy railroad tracks. Samsung released a new fridge that can speak and answer questions. That's your 3rd bowl of ice cream, you fat bitch. I thought the G-spot was where whole gang hang out. It can be. I wish both his shoes fell. Yes, I'm a weirdo. I love seeing Stewie and his little bare feet. Me, everyone should be comfortable in their own skin. My brain, except for you. Me, except for me. That's why I wear other people's. Subnautica Leviathan. Tiddies. Woo. What's the most awkward situation after Shrek's? The funeral homeowner walks in as you're closing the casket. What was unacceptable in 2015 that everyone accepts nowadays? Searching OnlyFans for people born in 2000. How do you say I promise I'm smart, my brain is just fried professionally? Hang hag. You're on a date and they tell you their favorite book. You get up immediately and walk away. What was the book? Mein Kampf. Drop your group chat names, let's see how dark it gets. Jeffrey Epstein's Daycare and Frank Hide and Seek Club. Cut them into circles and replace your mate's contact lenses. Whoa, calm down, Satan. What is it like having a dick? It's like having a second brain that helps you make even worse decisions. If it's my second brain, then blow my mind. Jeff Bezos when he sees an employee using the restroom. Police are searching for a religious healer who reportedly convinced a pregnant woman that hammering a 2-inch nail into her skull would give her a son. Worst unicorn ever. New Goblin Slayer game is here. The endless battle to exterminate the goblins begins. Goblin Slayer EH. Official. Can't wait to play as the goblins in the cave. How important is Shreks for you in a relationship? Depends on the relationship. Relationship with my wife. Very important. Relationship with my dog. Slightly less important. Slightly. Halloween. Time to take out the spider and scare the absolute living censored out of my sister. Halloween. Time to take out dead grandpa, RIP, and scare the absolute censored out of my grandma. That's not funny. Even for trolling, I find it most upsetting. I'm horrifically furious with you. Good old Halloween tradition. Mistakes make you stronger. My mother after giving birth to me. Never watched Home Alone. Home Alone. It isn't Christmas until I've watched a 10-year-old boy beat off 2 grown men for a whole night before they are finished off by an old guy. Phrasing. Top home remedies for snake bite. Copperhead. Let me just start off by reminding every one of our group's rules. Do not recommend doctor/ER/hospital. It will have you removed from the group. This is for homeopathic and natural solutions. I've been self-harm free for 18 years. Holy shit, dude, how did you do it? Drugs mostly. Me, will you marry me? Girlfriend, no. Hot air balloon pilot, it takes me about an hour to land this thing, so this is now awkward. Jumps out. So long, ho blaster. I stopped telling my parents stuff because they are both dead. I'm sorry for your loss. When you just finished deep throating and he asks, are you okay? Pizza is like Shrek's. When it's hot, it's great. When it's cold, it's still pretty good. God, I hope you aren't a mortician. Worse, he's the graveyard keeper. Ignore negative comments, you are bigger than that. I swear the naked old man is just a universal gym NPC. There isn't a single gym on earth without one. It's like their sole purpose on earth is to be naked in a gym locker room. For real bro, even in my school gym. Huh. I've made a zip bomb that extracts to the teeny tiny size of 55 to 4 yottabytes. For context, a zettabyte is 0.001 of a yottabit, and as of 2016, internet traffic is 1.1 zettabyte per year. Time to update the Geneva Convention. Geneva Suggestion. Geneva Checklist. I played this when I was very young and could never beat it. I now know how the game ends and can die happy. You're still living though, right? Nope. Cancer. Stage 3. Hope you get to stage 4, man. That's a hard game to beat. My uncle has a 3-legged dog and this goes through my mind whenever I see it. She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain, and I'm a forest creature, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that I've been watching you while you sleep the whole time. That game looks fun. What's it called? The game is called Scream Go Hero. You can find more games like this one that use sound to control your character at r/sounding. You sick bastard. Why does Genji's sword have a ducking light switch on it? It turns on the dragons. Peeing in the shower is better than peeing in the bath. At least it's better than shitting in the bath. But when you shit in the bath, you now have a little floating boat to play with. Origin of this image. Germany prob. I beat colon cancer today. Happiest day of my life. I mean, you didn't really beat anything. If anything, your own body was beating you. Sort of similar to punching yourself in the head and then cutting your arm off to stop it. Not really a win. This is a reason why people become doctors. The doctor after I pee in that little cup. Bruh, I hope not. Delete this. Dr. Oz for sure. Tastes like cancer. What would you do if she unplugged your router in the middle of your game and smiled like this? I'll use the time to form a strong romantic relationship with her that'll eventually lead to marriage. When we eventually grow old together and we find ourselves in the hospital on life support, I'll bring up the time she had unplugged my router. Then I'll unplug her life support and smile like that. Gruhegeo. How do I start a petition to have someone's internet privileges revoked? Kid Roach. Papa, what happens if we get sprayed with Raid? Papa Roach. Suffocation. No breathing. Oh good. Tech Bros invented the sundial. This clock uses shadows to tell time. Gotta finger the clock to see if you're running late. If you had the ability to instantly give any person an orgasm simply by pointing your hand at them like a finger gun and saying pew, how would you wield this power? I'd go to as many sporting events as possible, bet on the underdog, and cause the other team to lose at every possible chance of scoring. Horse racing would be a lot more fun to watch. Boy, I'm going penis surgery. Girl, okay, I love you. Boy, love you too, baby. Boy, wake up, see doc, no girlfriend. Boy, where my girlfriend? Doc, who do you think gave you the penis? Boy, what? Pig Queen is kinda stacked. True, just like how dirt blocks are stacked on top of Technoblade in real life. Canada gay as duck. Well, at least we are not a bottom. Would it be like disrespectful, or I don't know, illegal to wear these? I don't know, they are pretty much army pants, so I need opinions. No, one time I wore those and was lifted by a helicopter and sent to war. An artificial womb that successfully grew a baby lamb. The freshest vacuum sealed meat you'll ever get. You'll even get to butcher it yourself. KSI takes repeated punches. Punching bags were invented in the 1900s. People in the 1800s What movie would be 10 times better if it had dinosaurs in it? 50 Shades of Grey. Your app name is Lil plus the last reason you were in the hospital. Lil tight foreskin. Lil bleeding out of my dick. Things are not bad in themselves, but our opinions about them make them bad. Epictetus. No, mother ducker. Parkinson's is objectively bad. Plenty of things are objectively bad. Describe your Shrek's life by using movie titles. Home Alone. I also duck burglars. When the dentist's punk ass assistant ain't doing their one job with a suction tube, so you're just there like. Out of that, the captions that cold been put with that picture, I'm so glad it's that one. I'm currently taking a shit in a McDonald's bathroom. When you nut in your dead dog's mouth.